Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our meeting. My name is Jen Carter, and today we're going to talk a little bit about FERPA. I'm going to tell you about what it is and how it applies to our school. So FERPA is the Federal Educational Rights and Privacy Act. It is a federal law that states that school districts must maintain the confidentiality of all personally identifiable information in educational records related to students. Some common facts about FERPA are it's commonly known as the Buckley Amendment, and it was implemented in 1974. Also, FERPA applies to all schools that receive federal funds. Now, FERPA protects our school records. So what is in a school record? We have our student's name and address, personal identifiers such as date of birth, social security number, your student ID number, direct identifiers, which are characteristics to students such as birthmarks, glasses, green hair, anything that can be visually seen. And indirect identifiers would be like place of birth, mother's maiden name, anything like that. Important things to know about FERPA. So the law provides the rights for parents and adult age students to inspect and receive a copy of their student records. The right to deny access to others, specifically those outside the school system, there are some exceptions to that, and the right to opt out of any student directory information. So who has access to our data? Files will transfer to students upon turning 18 and when they go into a higher education institution, such as college or trade school. Directory information, the student's name, address, telephone number, place of birth, date of birth, honors, awards, and dates of attendance, unless you have opted out. Now, students can be put in there without the option to even opt in, but the FERPA law states if they have opted out that they will not be in the directory information. Also, law enforcement can have access to the records if they're employed by the school, such as an SRO. So FERPA, it is for student records, but it is also for video surveillance. So any video surveillance can be considered as educational records. So when is it okay to video, and when are they considered educational records? So when video cameras are placed in locations where students have a low expectation of privacy, such as hallways, private areas, common areas, that is where it's okay to video. If recordings are provided to and they're maintained by the school, they become educational records. So if there's somewhere in the school that those are maintained, that is part of an educational record. If a recording is not considered directly related to a student or was created and maintained by school law enforcement, it is not an educational record. So if the video was taken in a public area and the student is in the background, just in this shot, that is not considered directly related to the student. Now, if we zoom in on a face and what we see, that is directly related to a student. And here is my references. I hope you guys got a little more understanding today about FERPA. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a wonderful day.